America, I need y'all to get on my brother JoJo and tell him to come on to work. Okay. Shout out to our brother JoJo for real though. We have learned that I think we told y'all before.
This is breaking news right here.
That we got a new addition coming to the family. I think
That's
we
right.
told y'all that.
That's
part.
right. That's right. That's right.
But we just learned today that we got a boy on the way. You feel me? All right. So that's why our brother JoJo ain't here with us tonight. But he needs to be America. Because I've been telling JoJo throughout this season, while everybody been saying this and that about Kyrie Irving, that Kyrie Irving did not deserve to be on the NBA 75 team. But based on what I just saw, that scout just might miss the NBA 100. Okay. Now, man, this ain't no shock jock stuff. This is not that. Yeah. We don't do that here on Put It On Something.
Inflammatory.
This is not it. They may view it as inflammatory.
Visceral.
Yeah. They gonna view it that way. But we're not saying it just to elicit that from you. That's not what we're trying to do. Okay, we just talking ball. Okay, we just talking ball. Yeah. So when I look at the NBA 75, okay, remember America, what they did. They kept whoever made it in 1997.
You already on the list anyway.
You on the list. Now, if you got a problem with that, then okay. If you're going to say that you got to take Bill Sharman off and put Kyrie Irving on and screw whatever rule the NBA set up, okay, then I got you. I'm going to push back on that, though, just because me being a history buff, I say to that, there is no league without the people who came before.
You can't write the history of the game without those names in the top 50.
You can't, okay? And I know at the genesis of the league, you got segregation, okay? Now, you going to come at me with that? Okay, cool, I got you, okay? But based on what they did, they just looked at who was great in their era. You got to dominate your era to make these lists, okay? So, them folks that they took in 1997, they weren't just going to remove them and add these guys. No, you had to be from 97 until now, you had to be either somebody that got left off in 97, or you had to be over them 25 years, one of them ones to be one of the greats in your era. So, America, you tell me which one of these scams Kyrie Irving should have been put on ahead of. All right, so here are the 26 guys that they added since 1997, okay? Again, don't come at me about the 50.
Yeah.
Okay? They gave those guys jackets. You're not going to just snatch those guys' jackets from 1997 and say they can't be on this one. That don't even make sense, okay? All right? So, they kept those guys. Here with the new 26. And you tell me who Kyrie should have made those. Kobe Bean Bryant, Brun, KD, Steph, Harden, and these ain't in no order. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I'm just naming guys. I made this list. Just guys coming to the top of my head.
Sure.
CP3, D Wade, KG, Ray Allen. I bet you some folks gonna take Ray Allen.
For what?
Because they don't know.
To do what?
They don't know Cesar Leo about the Sonics Ray Allen.
Well, y'all better check the tape.
They don't know. They don't know about the Bucks Ray Allen.
They better check the tape then.
They don't know about him.
No, okay? Sir. Check the tape.
They think Ray Allen was just spotting up for Brun.
No, sir.
Spotting up for Paul Pierce and KG. That's what they think.
This man was the one option for two teams.
They better go look. There's a reason why they call the boy Jesus Shuttleworth. It's not just because that movie. Yeah. That boy got cast in that movie because he's serious now.
Yeah. Okay. He's serious about that game.
That boy's serious. Paul Pierce. Okay. Russell Westbrook. Stop it. Don't give me this Russell Westbrook stuff. This man just last year, I think, was all NBA third team.
Yep. He's an MVP, man.
He's an MVP.
He's the all-time. He's been an
Don't,
all-time leader in triple doubles.
don't give me that, America. Dominique Wilkins, y'all better go look him up. Y'all better go look up the human highlight. That's all he did. If it wasn't for Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Dominique Wilkins have numerous scoring titles. Y'all better go study. Giannis, stop it. Melo, Kyrie is not better than prime Melo. Let's stop this. AD, healthy, is a two-way player. Both of them boys get nicked up, so don't throw that at me. Tim Duncan, okay, no conversation.
Yeah,
Iverson,
no conversation. No conversation.
Jason Kidd better not
no
be no
conversation.
brother, somebody gonna try to converse about that.
No
Somebody's
way.
gonna try to converse, and with that, that's
You-
when
You
and I
just
gonna have
said
to
two-way. You just said two-way. Jason Kidd is one of the best two-way players ever. Like,
If
let's
they
just
try to
stop
converse
it.
about, we're gonna send you a link. If you try to converse with us
Come
about
join
Jason
us.
Kidd,
Come
we're
join
gonna
us.
send you a link.
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Dirk, Steve
Stop
L. Nash. Steve L. was the leader of his team. He was the leader of his team.
And he's an MVP.
Two-time MVP. Now it's questionable if he should have gotten over Kobe, over Shaq, or whatever like that. But unlike Kyrie, this brother was a leader of his team. He's the engine of the Phoenix Suns. I'm giving it to Nash. Kawhi, two-way player.
Stop it.
Two-time Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Two-time Finals MVP. Let's stop that. Gary Payton.
Stop it.
Stop it. Dame in his own era. Y'all stop this. If y'all saying that in this own era, if you're saying that Kyrie has been better in this, well, somebody gonna say, well, he got that championship. You put Dame with LeBron, Raymond James Sr. and see if Dame got a championship. You put Dame in that series, and Dame would have done the same thing. They might not have got down 3-1 if Dame in there. Okay, Reggie Miller. They gonna try to converse with us about him too.
They are.
Before
Steph Curry, I know Ray Allen had the title because he took it from Reggie. But before that, Reggie Miller was the greatest shooter of three ball. Period.
And he didn't even have an opportunity to shoot as many three balls as these boys.
Because that wasn't the game.
It was not the game. All right. Dennis Rodman, y'all might can converse with me about that, but I'm gonna take Dennis. I'm gonna tell you why momentarily. And Bob McAdoo, they telling me he's an MVP. He was a 30 ball in his MVP season. Okay, they telling me Bob McAdoo one of them ones for back in the gap. That's what my research is showing me. Okay, now I go back to Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was the best at something for his era. He was the best rebounder of his era. He's arguably the best rebounder of all time. Just looking at the numbers, you got to say Wilt and Russell or something like that. Okay?
Right.
But for him to be shorter than them, and you can say maybe in a more competitive era than them, he got a good case to be the greatest rebounder of all time. Okay? Stud defender as well, defensive player of the year. Okay? Now, that comes down to what you like. Do you like offense, defense? Okay. Some of y'all might say he deserves to be taken off for Kyrie. I would say you are wrong. Okay. But those are the 26 guys that got added. I don't think there's an argument for Kyrie over those guys. Okay. Now I'm gonna throw it to my brother real quick, and then we're gonna get to this NBA 100. I'm telling y'all, the man might miss that. He might miss that, and I'm gonna show y'all why.
Yeah. So here's the conversation that we have to have, right? My brother alluded to it. If there's it's two guys, and he mentioned the two guys. That's why we think alike in so many ways. Damian Lillard, Dennis Rodman. You can have a conversation, but to me, man, Damian Lillard is the dog version of what Kyrie wants to be. It's like who he thinks he is in his head, right? It's like the guy that he thinks he can elevate to in the biggest of moments to make those shots and take those shots and take over games. Well, Damian Lillard does that. That's what he does for real, with lesser than talent. He has never played with a guy like LeBron James or Kevin Durant. If he did, oh my goodness.
Brother, everybody tried to tell us CJ. No. We just saw CJ fold in this series. The people thought, remember, when Book went down, Draymond Green fixed his face to tell us that the New Orleans Pelicans now have the two best players in the series.
No way.
And we just saw that 36 going on 37-year-old Chris Paul
Dominate.
ran circles around CJ McCollum.
Dominate.
That's what Dame had.
But I digress, America. Here's the other part that we forget. As you know, we watch this game. Well, we're hoping to be blessed to be around to see that NBA 100, right?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be amazing. So you got to remember there were guys left off. Who's who guys, by the way, guys that you might have forgot, but we have not. So I'll throw out some names for you.
Hall of Famers.
Tracy McGrady,
Hall of Fame.
Dwight Howard,
He going.
Tony Parker,
One part of a dynasty.
part of a dynasty and 5 championships.
And he the one who took. He the one that took the mantle.
Yeah,
He took the torch from Tim Duncan. It didn't go straight to Kawhi.
yeah.
In that gap was Tony Parker. Now he wasn't with him with the first 2 championships.
That's
I think
right.
He might have got
That's right.
2. He might have got 3 of those.
3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna start rattling off names now, just to give you an idea of what this man is going to be up against: Vince Carter, Paul George, Chris Bosh, Dikembe Mutombo, Manu Ginobili, Ben Wallace. So these are the guys that somebody might say were snubbed for the NBA 75 with Kyrie.
Let's now address him, brother. Go there.
Now, here's a part that I think we're forgetting, America. We got to remember that those are the guys that were left out. We're not even talking about the guys that are still playing with Kyrie today that were left out. Draymond Green, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, Klay Thompson, PG-13, Devin Booker, Trae Young. The names go on and on and on. I say all that to say this. I gave you 19, 20 names right there. That gets you to 94, 95. That's 5 more spots for people who have not played the game yet in the NBA. It's tough, man. It's tough. And for us to sit here and act like a guy who has now proven he is only a one-way player deserves a guaranteed spot in the NBA top 100, I just can't go with that, because another one-way player that is not a top 50, top 75, Bernard King. He made the 50 ball fashionable.
He going this last. No, New York gonna go ape if they keep this man off for the 3rd time. He didn't make the 50. He didn't make the 75.
He didn't make the 50. Didn't make the 75, but he's a walking bucket. And he made the 50. Like, they literally started coining the 50 ball because this man was going to get him like that. In an era where the game was starting to be televised a little bit, and it was starting to become like a fashionable thing. Not like what Wilt was doing, and it was just like, oh my God, we never seen anything like it. Bernard made the 50 ball fashionable. Kyrie will go and get 50 and 60, and don't get me wrong, it's impressive. Kyrie is amazing. He is offensively gifted, but you've never, ever, ever said anything about the other side of the ball. Well, last time I checked, you got to do both. You have to. And so, like I said, I gave you 94, 95, 96 names. What do you do? What is it that you do when I just told you those 5, 6, 4 spots are reserved for guys that have not entered the league yet? 25 years is a long time, man. A long time.
Or for somebody we sleeping on to emerge. What if Zion get healthy?
What if Anthony Edwards gets off? Because that kid can ball. I'm telling you that right now.
Hey, man, Michael Jordan's son now on the slick. I'm telling you. That's why my boy marriage didn't work out with Juanita. I'm telling you. That boy coming. That boy coming. That's right. That's right.
So those stories, man. And listen, we're not on this show telling y'all that Kyrie Irving is trash.
No,
we can't do that. But we are telling you that Kyrie Irving is overrated, because we have seen that now. We have seen this man and Kevin Durant get swept. We have seen Kyrie Irving have his own team and minimize himself. Nobody did that to him but himself. He had his own team and chose to leave and not lead. And what did that same team do? Plus or minus a few role players. Sweep him.
Yeah. That's what it did.
That's real, y'all. The same guys that he came up with, he had to dap up and say, they're my brothers. I wish them luck in the next round. Well, guys, that's not a top 75 player. I'm sorry. Jason Tatum has, I was about to say something. You know what? Forget it. We live, America. Jason Tatum has surpassed Kyrie Irving.
Boy, that's going live. Hold
Because we
on.
live right now, so why not?
That boy, hold on, Caesar.
Jason Tatum has surpassed this man already.
Hold on, get this man another series that season.
Kyrie Irving has
You
a
hot with that
championship.
boy. He hot with that
Respect.
boy.
He made the shot to win the championship. Respect.
Right.
Jason Tatum took Kyrie and KD to task, and neither one of them did nothing about it. So what you think he gonna do next year? Take a step back?
Now that boy got that bean in him.
KD still gonna be KD next year. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
KD will still be KD next year. Jason Tatum will not be the same Jason Tatum we saw this year. This man's gonna be better. So when Kyrie thinks it's all good and it's easy and my legacy is established, I'm just telling y'all, I beg to differ. Jason Tatum is starting to elevate into that next level of MVP conversation. Kyrie has never been mentioned as an MVP candidate, y'all. Let's be real about it.
No, he hasn't.
But seriously, you have to ask yourself the question. Think about it. All these current guys that you said that were added for the NBA top 75. Jason Kidd is a perennial all NBA player, all defensive player. Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest players ever. Steph Curry, all NBA every year. GP, defensive player of the year, all NBA every year during his career.
Okay. He got 3 all NBAs. Okay. He got 3 all NBAs.
D Wade, one of the greatest two guards ever, all NBA every year. Like these are the kind of credentials you have to be mentioned in this list. It can't be I'm a 3-time all NBA and then we good. You know what I mean? Like that can't be enough because again, I keep going back to my guy Bernard King, who is a legend. But if you probably look up his stats, it's gonna say something like 3-time all NBA.
Yeah.
And he's at the house, not mentioned amongst the greats. Not to say he isn't great, but he's not a mention in the who's who, the pantheon of NBA legends. Because it goes that deep. It does. Dude, I didn't even mention guys like the guys whose career were hampered by injuries, like Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway.
Bernard King is a 4-time all NBA.
Come on, man. That's listen, when I wrote it down, America, that's the comp. The comp is Bernard King.
4-time all NBA, won the 84-85 scoring title.
How many scoring titles does Kyrie have?
Not a one. That boy averaged 33 that year. That boy averaged 33. And probably would have kept rolling. He hurt his knee that next year.
That's my comp.
He hurt his knee that next year.
That's my comp, man. Because when you don't have that level of team success, they're gonna give it back to what is it that you did individually, and your individual stats have to be so ridiculous that it puts you in that conversation. Well, folks, go do your homework. Go check out Bernard King. Google this man because he was an elite scorer. He was a guy that could go in and get his, and no matter what his team looked like, he could dominate. But he didn't have a lot of team success. Sound familiar? Sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you, when it's all said and done, if Kyrie Irving doesn't pick it up on the winning side of things, it's not going to look good for him.
Man,
I hope it does.
And
I don't know.
Let's add this in here now. Because I've seen Kyrie going at it with Stephen A. Smith and all that. And we ain't where we want to be yet. So I don't think Kyrie gonna see this or whatever.
Yeah.
But who knows? KD be scouring the internet for stuff. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's kind of like off the court. I'm with Kyrie.
Oh, no doubt.
Except for
100%.
his health, some of that nutty stuff he on with the flat earth and okay, I ain't on that. But in terms of what he tried for social justice, that's
no
what
question.
I'm about.
No question. 100%
with that brother. We strictly talking ball.
That's it.
We strictly talking ball. And all I'm saying is me and my brother love basketball, love watching games with children. this NBA, this 75th, but we both love history.
Yeah.
So this 75th season has made us like we really been trying to go back and watch stuff and look at guys and all this kind of stuff. So when I keep seeing every time Kyrie would have a good game, he had the what was the 50-pointer or the 60-pointer or something like that, or if he going crazy with the handle and stuff like that, timeline be flooded. How is this man not on the 75 team? He's not on there because there's other guys who have been like that.
Oh,
maybe
do that.
Maybe they didn't just have Reggie Miller's game was not as sexy as Kyrie Irving.
Right.
But Reggie Miller was the one on his team. Not no two, not no 1A, as some people try to say maybe Kyrie and KD, we gonna be 1A, 1B.
And they were not.
Reggie Miller was the undisputed leader of his team. And you can really say probably without Michael Jordan, without Kobe Bryant and Shaq, because Reggie did lead his team to a finals.
Absolutely.
They lost to Kobe Bryant and Shaq. If you watch The Last Dance, you see of the teams, folks try to besmirch the Utah Jazz. Well, look at the Indiana Pacers team, where you got Reggie, Hall of Famer, Chris Mullin, Hall of Famer. You got Jalen Rose, who's a stud role player in the NBA. You got all these
Mark
guys.
Jackson.
You got the physical guys with them Davis boys.
Yeah.
Rick Smith. Reggie the lead on that team, though.
That's right.
That's Reggie's team. With Kyrie in Cleveland, for Brun got there, he putting up stellar numbers, but they're not really improving winning. He's young. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Brun get there, that's Brun's team, undoubtedly. Okay. He goes to Boston, as my brother alluded to. He gets hurt. That's another knock on him. He gets hurt. Okay. I know Stephen A. Smith getting on him about not coming to work still. He another injury-prone dude. He was injured at Duke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gets hurt. What do they do without him? They go to the Eastern Conference Finals and take Brun with 7 games? And Jason Tatum a rookie? So then they come back the next year. Everybody's expecting, dang, look at what they did without Kyrie.
Surely.
What's going to happen when they... Nope. They regressed. And then after asking the organization, the fan base, if you will have me, I'm going to sign back, he dipped on them. Come to Brooklyn, hurt. Time to take the vaccine, be one with the team. Sure, it's not all them brothers on the team. I'm sure a lot of brothers, were questionable about the vaccine.
Absolutely.
They took it, trying to win the ship. He say, forget y'all, I'm standing on this principle. Hey, however y'all feel about that, cool. You can't do that, though, and then get swept and then say we ain't have time to jail.
Can't have it both ways.
Can't have it both ways. It don't work like that. Y'all ain't have time to jail. No, the problem was y'all ain't had no leadership. Y'all ain't had no leadership. Y'all ain't had no defense. KD said he don't want to lead. Kyrie don't want to lead. They just want to be artists.
But surely they want to lead, though. Everybody a coach. That's the whole thing with Steve Nash.
They said.
Listen, some days I can be the coach. Some days, you can be the coach. Some days they can be the coach. Everybody the coach.
And we telling y'all, Kyrie got the handle. He got the left hand floater. He got
all
the
that.
But some of these boys on the list, y'all, they some dog. Now, my brother gave y'all about 19 names. I had got 23. And I'm talking about for the next list.
For the next one, man.
So that would leave one spot, really, because it's going to be 24 names. They got 76 already, so to get the 100, all they need. So that's one dude who ain't been drafted yet, or one dude ain't emerged. Okay, T-Mac, Dwight Howard, Vince, Tony Paul, Adrian Dantley. Can I offer Adrian Dantley?
Alex English, anyone?
Alex English. That boy there, that's one of them underrated scores from back in the gap. Okay, you name somebody.
That's
Powell.
what I'm telling you.
Now some folks gonna say that's arguable.
Paul George, anyone?
Paul George, bad man, dog. Paul George Paul George, who finished number 3 in the MVP before. Okay. Paul George, who's a two-way guy who's made an all-defensive team.
Yeah.
I know he has an offensive bag.
Yeah.
Now, does he choke sometimes? Yes, but we just saw Kyrie choke. Okay. So does he get injured? Yes, Kyrie gets injured.
But he has all NBA and all defensive team selections, multiple.
Kyrie got the championship, but every time you throw that championship at me, I'm going to say, if you take anybody I'm naming and put them on the team with LeBron, Raymond James,
they're going to get a championship too.
They're probably going to win a championship if they have a bag to close. Paul George could have hit that shot over Steph. He could have hit that shot over Steph. Okay. Bob Lanier is one of these ones that they telling me gonna go. Okay. I'm just going off research with that. I haven't seen Bob Lanier.
Sure.
Mutombo, one of the greatest defenders of all time, like my brother said. Mourning, one of the greatest defenders of all time. Bosh, he going. Bosh gonna be on there. So y'all might want to get ready for that. He's a heedle. Okay. Before he got with Brun, he was a perennial 20 and 10 guy, perennial all-star. He's gonna get on. Ben Wallace, one of the greatest defenders of all time. C-Webb, one of the most versatile players of all time, already in the Hall of Fame. Jokic, arguably, in some people's eyes, the best player of today. Luka, who's that next guy? Embiid, Tatum, Book. Can we offer you Book? Y'all see what Book been doing lately? See what a healthy Book been doing?
Can we offer you?
Can I offer you Book? Okay.
Shout out to Devin Booker, man.
Trae Young just led the league in total points and assists or something like that this year.
Yeah.
He did? Maybe
That's
I'm
right.
wrong.
That's all he did. All Trae Young did was lead the league in all of the points and all of the assists for a season.
Okay.
Yes.
Jimmy Butler for a possible, depending on how this playoff run goes. Okay. Depending on how this playoff run goes now. This is a two-way guy we talking about in Jimmy Butler. Okay. And I said Kyrie has 3 all NBAs? Jimmy Butler has 4. America, we talk all NBAs on here. That's what we do because that all-star is popularity and all the fan voting and all that kind of crap. And it's 2 conferences. That all NBA is 15 slots.
That's a dog list, by the way. That's a dog list when you all NBA.
Well, you got to be going to get that.
Yeah.
Y'all, you wouldn't have thought maybe that Jimmy got more all NBAs than Kyrie because Jimmy name don't just do that.
But Jimmy hoop though.
Jimmy does that.
Jimmy hoops though.
Folks don't like the way Jimmy leads, and he's too abrasive. All right, somebody like it. And Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson gonna be on there. First of all, Klay did one of the best PR moves to clown about him not being on the 75.
He did
so
that.
You know they finna put Klay on the 100. Okay, some of these America we agree with. Some of these we telling y'all these boys gonna be on here.
Yeah, some of them they're they're non-negotiable. Some of these guys are just going.
Like Bob Lanier, that's me and my brother just telling y'all. Okay, they probably gonna get that man in love.
Sure.
Okay, because I don't know a lot about Bob Lanier.
Yeah.
Okay, but when I tell you that some of these other cats, when I tell you Ben Wallace that I believe he should be on there, I mean that.
Yeah.
Early 2000s Pistons, which was this close to being what the bad boys were of the 80s.
True.
Because they took this, they won one ship, they upset my Los Angeles Lakers. I don't like to think about the 04 finals because that does something to my mental health, but okay.
Yeah.
They almost went back to back. They almost beat the dynastic Spurs in 7. And Ben Wallace is the anchor. The man gonna be on the list.
It's like you said, Nikola Jokic, he just stays alive and he's on that list. Why? Because he has an MVP already. He's a perennial MVP candidate today.
And finna get this one.
Okay, so that's 2. Well, then guess what, America? You're not leaving a 2-time MVP off the list. Luka Doncic is already done more in his career in a leading role than Kyrie has done in his career. Luka Doncic is going.
He just said something now.
He's going.
Yeah.
If this is the Academy Awards and we're saying giving it to an actor in a leading role, Luka Doncic has done more.
We're just talking ball. Great ball player. You know what? I think he's gonna make the 100. Enough of y'all have campaigned for him. And some writers, and my brother used to be a professional journalist. Okay, he was one of them one. And I think, brother, in the business, some folks say, "Can you tell the story of the game?"
Tell the story of the game. That's
Can you
right.
tell the story?
That's right.
So,
Can you tell it
so,
without this person?
so I think that 2016 3-1 comeback alongside Brun hitting that shot over Steph, people gonna put that as, "Hey, can you tell the story of the game without that?"
Sure.
And so he probably gonna make it. Okay, I'll concede that he's probably gonna make it.
Just so you know, America, that we're not bashing this guy. Our brother Joe is the exact opposite of what we're saying right now.
Why he need to be at work?
This is why we wanted him at work. Okay, this is why we wanted him here, so we could have somebody come and defend brother Kyrie and say, y'all are losing your minds. He deserves to be in that next round, or even this round, even this current
Oh yeah,
NBA
he
top
think he should be
75.
in the 75.
Yeah, he thinks he's being in the
Now
75.
you would have seen some fireworks on that.
Yeah,
Because I would have pushed all the way back.
because he does not deserve to be at the 75. The
And
only
I'll push
person,
back on y'all. If y'all think he's being in 75, we will send y'all a link. Quit playing with us.
there's only one person. There's only one person though that if y'all come on this show, there's only one person that y'all need to have a discussion on, and that's Damian Lillard. And I'm still gonna have a problem with it. So I need you to come with facts or figures.
No, they don't even need to talk down. Because we see with our eyes. We see with our
I
eyes.
know.
Dame is
I
the
know.
one, and Kyrie ain't.
Correct.
In real time. So
Correct.
if they come, I ain't.
But who can they come with then?
They probably gonna come with Dennis.
They can't come with it.
Dennis, a one-way guy.
Dennis is the greatest rebounder of his era.
But folks, they gonna give us that Kyrie is the greatest.
But he's not
the greatest ball handler of his era. That's what they gonna tell us.
Okay, great. He's the greatest ball handler.
And they gonna say the greatest shot maker. They think he's the greatest shot maker.
Man,
maybe their minds have changed on that.
After
these guys, after the Celtics and touched them boys up a little bit.
Maybe
their minds have changed. I don't know. I do.
Is he the greatest bucket getter of his generation? Nope.
That's what they were trying to. They just told you and I. They just told you and I, pre-series, pre-sweep.
Sure.
That those two cats were the two most skilled guys put together on a team of all time.
One of them is amazingly. Both of them are amazingly skilled. Let me quit playing. Both of them are amazingly skilled, but only one of them is the greatest scorer of his generation. The other one, his name is Kyrie Irving.
I wouldn't even say that he a better scorer than KD, a better scorer than Bron, and I wouldn't say Kyrie is more skilled than Steph.
See, now you're really finna get folk down there. Boy, if we had a phone line right now, they'd be
and that's what I would love, because we can fire them up. Now. We can fire them up.
The producer would have to patch somebody in right now because they be losing their mind.
You know how many times I've seen Stephen A. Smith fire these boys up, and he don't even know what he talking about.
Yeah.
He don't even know what he talking about. So
America.
You know we gonna do.
America, the link is available.
Link is available, cuz.
It's available.
I sent a link.
On this one, it's absolutely available.
But if you come with the Dame stuff, just know now it's not gonna be. It's not gonna.
Yeah, it's not gonna be well because
if y'all come with Dennis, I'll listen to you on that.
Because if y'all are gonna go back to that 3-1, Kyrie and LeBron bringing it back and Kyrie hitting the game winner. Do y'all know how many game winners Damian Lillard has hit in the postseason to close out series
without LeBron
LeBron James? Okay.
Without LeBron Raymond next to him. So.
All right, cool.
That's what I got. Kyrie, keep doing what you're doing for
the people,
brother.
For the people.
I do want to mention that this brother been putting his money where his mouth is. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't coming at you like Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is a coon. I've said that before. I've said it publicly. You know what I'm talking about? He bashes guys. He does not go as hard on guys like Aaron Rodgers or like what's going on with the Trevor Bauer situation.
Yep.
He doesn't come at folks like that. So this is not that. We're strictly talking ball, and no, we don't share your artistry. Okay, we both think for a living. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Okay. But I watch ball,
and we know ball,
and I know ball now. Kyrie shouldn't be in that 75. And he pushing it on that 100. Put it up, son.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com, and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
Makes a statement.